Okay, you're live.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Tell me if you can see me. I'm not too sure if... Yeah, I think I'm live now. Just confirm that my audio and my video, everything is fine. Hi, Suryas. Suryas. I said that right? Hi, Saika. It's so nice to see you again after so long. Hi, Monish. I'm really surprised that even 10 people are here because Aaj Asia Cup hai, first of all, and honestly, I haven't been that consistent, so I wasn't expecting anyone to show up. But I'm so happy all of you are here. There are 18 of us here. Make sure you like the video right now, and then we can get started. Hi, Stewie. Hi, Satyajit. Hi, Mandar. Yes, it has been a while. I'm actually a little... I mean, I say this every single time, so I'm not going to do the whole thing again where every single live I start, I'm talking about how long it has been. So we are not doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have been under the rock today. I was very busy, so I don't know if the match is over, it seems. Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, guys, how has your Sunday been? I had so much work today and I've had barely any time to breathe because as you know, Ganpati is upon us and we always keep Ganpati at our house. We have it for 1.5 days every year and it's on 19th. So my family and I have been really busy with all the prep work. And even now, right in front of me, I'm sitting in the living room. Everything is in such a mess because we were trying to put up the lights and do the decorations and stuff. So that's what my Sunday has been like. Please tell me about yours. Hi, Prem. Hi, Shreyank. But yeah, so we'll quickly go over what we are going to discuss in today's live. And we also have a very special guest joining in. I think he will be here in another 15-20 minutes. Depending on how soon I start crashing, I'm going to let him in. But so today I thought it would be interesting to talk about routines and some grounding rituals that people have and other things that people do in general to feel sane and to feel safe and stable. And I think it's one of my favorite questions to ask people what their routines are, whether that be a morning routine, night routine, or just a routine in general. And because people personalize it so much to their personality as well. So it's very interesting to see how different everyone's routines are. And for the longest time, I have not really been a fan of maintaining a routine, but only recently I have finally come to realize the importance of it, not just for everything else, but mostly for my mental health. But yeah, that is what we'll be broadly covering today. Hi, Anuj. Memes for Fun is asking which book are you currently reading? So I haven't really been reading. Today I will cover that. I haven't been reading. There are some very casual, light books and just other casual reading is something that I've been indulging a lot. I haven't been sitting down with a book, but I have been reading other things. Like I have been reading a lot of blogs. Then I'll end up reading stuff on, although I'm not on Instagram, but every time there is a good post, someone will send me stuff. So I'll end up reading long captions. I have been reading the newspaper a little bit more regularly, which is something I'm so proud of. So I haven't been reading books per se, but I've been doing a lot of other reading. Shishir is saying reading keeps me sane. That's lovely. I know that, and that is something that is so true for all of us, right? Especially since we are streaming on Kitaabi Cabins today. I think that a lot of people, I'm expecting this to be the answer for a lot of people. Satyajit is saying he studied a little and watched some cricket. All in all, a good Sunday. Yeah. Stewie watched Run and Barbie today. That is very interesting. How is it? I have watched Barbie. I haven't watched Run. Let me know how Run was. Are you guys a fan of watching multiple movies back to back in a single day? Because I haven't really done that. And the days that I have done that, I mean to say that I don't do that as frequently, but the days that I do that on, I know that something is wrong with me. And I know that I am not being sane. It's usually when my mental health takes a dip, I'll binge watch stuff, especially movies, because I think binge watching TV shows is still fine. But if I'm watching movies back to back, something's wrong with me. And I know like I'm getting bad again. Bikram is saying trying out meditation. Beer helps with the prep. Yeah, meditation is just we'll get into that. I'm trying not to talk a lot, just get into it already because I'm waiting for, as I said, we have someone joining in. So I don't want to go into the fleshy topics right away. We'll come to that. Shriyank is saying completed 28 days of the 75. So you're doing the 75 hard. That's so cool. That is something I have been considering also, but I don't know if I have the space for it right now because of everything else that has been happening in life work-wise. But it's something that has been so, like, I've been watching so many videos on it, and my feed is filled with people's reviews of 75 hard. So congrats, you've completed 28 days. That sounds really tough, but yeah. But yeah, guys, there are 38 of you watching. Someone please quickly tell me how many likes do we have? It would be a real shame if there are more people watching and there aren't as many likes. मेरे इस पे तो 6 likes ही दिख रहे हैं. I don't know why. So just let me know how many likes we have. Apan is asking, hi Apan, do you also write? I used to write. I don't anymore. I mean, I haven't written in a while. Does journaling also count as writing? To me, it does, but I don't know what the popular opinion on this is. But I used to write so much and then I just stopped because I became overly critical of everything I wrote. Memes for fun is saying 31 likes. Kya yaar? 45 people are watching. Please make sure that you like the stream so that more people can join. I think it would really be fun if more people could join today because I'm streaming after so long and I want to. Today is the stream that decides whether I want to make this a regular thing. I know, I'm guilty of saying that I'll be regular, but then I never follow through with it. But yeah. Anuj just saying, don't overdo movies. I did it, was watching 3 movies in one day in a theater, and then at the end, accepted that I had a second life. Yeah. But it's also, the thing is that with movies, even if you truly want to enjoy them, I feel like you have to space them out. So if you want to do justice to a film, it is also important that you leave space between them, right? 56 people are watching. Tell me what the likes are. Just keep updating me. Memes for fun, I'm giving you the responsibility because I know that you're updating me in the comments. Just keep telling me what the likes are. And yeah. So this is not much of a suspense, but basically Hindol is going to be joining us. And Hindol and I are streaming together after so long. And it's really special because I think the last stream we did together, just the two of us, must have been, was it last year? I don't know when we got cancelled, but we got cancelled. The Shaheen got cancelled. And we haven't streamed in a really long time together. And it's always so much fun. And it's happening on a Sunday, which is what is it feels super nostalgic. But yeah. Hi, Yash. Oh, I'm seeing and hearing from Yash after so long. How are you doing? Stewie is saying, don't be Caduce and like the stream, although she's guilty of not being regular. Yeah. Like if you just show me love through the likes, I will consider being more regular. Wonderful is saying, hi, Disha. Seeing you live after long. Cheers. I know. But yeah, so before we get into it, I think I want to know from you guys as well what your grounding rituals are. I think that would be a good place to start, and then we'll go into routines and stuff. But what is one thing you do every single day to make yourself feel safe? Or just like, okay, let's not go there. Like that, what is one thing you do every single day without a doubt? And it is not so like a thing you have to do. It is a ritual you've made for yourself. It might not have to be something that makes you feel safe or sane for that. Hmm. Hi, Abhishek. Abhishek is saying house cleaning. So you clean your house every single day, but I have to agree, cleaning is so therapeutic. I love it. Like even now before the stream, I was feeling very overwhelmed from like the hustle of the entire day. I did a lot of things that I didn't want to, but just sitting down and clearing the table so that I can stream on it, even that just helped me calm down a little, which is so nice. Upon is saying I do journaling. Oh wow. Do you do it every single day? Memes for fun is saying to walk after dinner. That is so lovely. Walking after dinner, just going outside after dinner is so nice. You know what? I'm noticing that I'm not able to respond as correctly as I want to because I haven't spoken to another person all day to feel a little out of it. But yeah, guys, tell me what is something you do every single day. Pranshu is saying reading. Oh wow. So reading books or non-books, what type of reading are we talking about? Monish says I read 300 plus pages each day for last 15 years. Wow. And what kind of books do you read? Tell me about it. I've never come across anyone who has that much discipline. 300 plus pages is a lot, dude. There are books that are 300 pages ka. Dr. Ganesh is saying chanting. That's lovely. Okay, I'm very behind on the chat. Satyajit is saying first coffee of the day is a ritual. Lately, journaling and reading has helped immensely. that's the same for me. I haven't really been journaling that regularly. And in the traditional sense of journaling, what instead I have been doing is doodling my day, or like any particular thing from the day. I'll make a very tiny doodle and that's it for me. But that has helped me a lot. And I don't know, making coffee after I wake up is the one thing I think I have regularly done every single day of my life. I think since I would say 15, because before that, my mom used to make it for me. But since I was 15 years old, I love the whole routine of making a coffee by hand so much. Memes for fun. Thank you so much for noticing the flowers in the back. I got them only yesterday, and I agree, they look so beautiful. And this is one of the things I am going to be discussing with Hindol, about how there are certain things that you like that don't really have any. I mean, the flowers have aesthetic value, but beyond that, what value do they have? I feel a little tough to justify flowers economically, because they are very expensive. And I don't know if I should be making that, expense. But am I stuck, guys? I feel like I'm stuck. Can someone confirm if my video is going? I'm just waiting for confirmation if my video is going, because I feel like I'm stuck on, at least I can't see myself. Okay, I'm not stuck. Cool. Okay, thank you guys. Shiv Ratan is saying, after reading Atomic Habits, I've started 2 habits: drinking milk and writing from both hands. Wow. Atomic Habits is such a good book for when you are in a rut. And I just love reading it every single time I feel hopeless, because it is like, I mean, I don't think I'm going to say anything about Atomic Habits that hasn't already been said, because it's such a great book and it is very widely appreciated. But one of the things that I love the most about Atomic Habits is just how safe it makes you feel when you're reading it. Because I know that a lot of times when I go to that book is when I'm not feeling so great about myself and my life. So just being able to read something that doesn't feel like somebody's yelling at you and isn't being too preachy and isn't trying to scare you that, hey, your life is doomed because you're not doing this, is such a great quality for an author to be able to write in that way. And for that reason, I love Atomic Habits. And also because it is just filled with so many great tips that even I have used to make my life just a little bit better. So, you know how I said that, like with flowers, I find it difficult to justify the expense because I feel like it doesn't bring much more than just it has aesthetic value. But I still make that expense because it just makes me feel a little better. What is an expense you incur on a daily basis or just in general that might be difficult to justify, but you do it for the sake of your sanity? Jayant is saying same mic I've seen at WebHubs. Oh yeah, we all have the same mic, you guys. This is the ice ball, snowball ice mic. But yeah, we all have the same one. That's why you've seen it. Dr. Ganesh is saying, today I got all parts of The Secret. Maybe I will start reading it from tomorrow. Is this the same book that The Secret I know? The only The Secret book I know is the one about manifestation. Is it the same thing that you are talking about? Anuj is saying, I wash my hands too often, even if I'm going for a run. That's actually a great habit. What I do is I have to, without fail, I have to wash my feet every single day before I go to bed. If I don't wash my feet, I cannot sleep. Rancho is asking, what are you drinking? I am drinking lemon honey green tea. And this is my favorite mug. This was a very conscious decision. The reason why I wanted to include this mug in the video today is because I'm going to talk about how I also collect mugs a lot. And it is, again, an expense I cannot really justify, but it makes me feel so sane and safe and happy. And this is one of my favorite mugs ever. Adar is asking chimes. So is chimes like the wind chimes? Are you talking about wind chimes? Wind chimes are so pretty. I actually have been meaning to get some for a really long time, but I don't think my place is windy enough for me to get them. And also, like, things that make a sound, I find them comforting in the start, but later on, especially because I'm napping around the living room a lot, and I think if I get them, I'm just going to put them up here. I think I'll get super annoyed by them. Shivratan is saying, I read somewhere that washing your feet right before sleeping isn't good for your health. Really? I mean, nothing has really happened to me so far, but I'm not the epitome of health either. So I don't know. Mandar is saying his guilty expense is ice cream, having more than I probably should these days. What is your favorite ice cream? Dr. Ganesh, it has 6 parts: the secret, the power, the magic, the secret hero, the greatest secret, the secret to. Okay. Oh, so you're talking about the Rhonda. What is her last name? I had The Secret, and I remember I read it when I was in 6th standard, and I became obsessed with the idea of manifestation and the law of attraction and all of it. And these are thoughts about just the law of attraction and manifestation and stuff is something that I feel like I hesitate to talk about because I don't want to get boxed into a category of people. But whenever people ask me for my opinion, only then I share. Otherwise, I get a little too this about it. I get a little crazy about it. Rhonda Bryan, yeah. Oh, nice. I didn't know there were so many parts to it. I just have one book, and I think it's called The Secret, and it's blue. It has a blue cover. And I think I had watched the documentary they had made as well. The Neta is saying One Piece manga has to be best fiction. It is our time Lord of the Rings. Ah. So many people have been asking me to watch One Piece. And I think I'm just gonna get to it because I haven't really been watching anything as well. So I think it's time that I start watching One Piece. So, Danita, do you recommend that should I just watch it or should I read the manga? Because again, manga is something that I haven't dabbled with, but I think it is something I would really enjoy. So let me know if I should. And even books, you guys, on the topic of making expenses that you cannot really justify, I feel like earlier when I was completely dependent on my parents economically, I used to buy a lot of books, and they were all a lot of them were just hard copies, not even soft copies. And I feel like I haven't done that in the past few years anymore, because I feel like everything is just available online. And I get the point of reading something online, and then if you really like it, you can go buy the hard copy. But I think I've entered the space where I feel like, why do you need a hard copy? You can just get the soft copy. Do you guys have that same dilemma? Because I feel like, how much money can you waste on books after all? It's not wasted expense, not in my terms, but my bank account would say otherwise. Ayan is saying, do not read or see One Piece. Okay. Interesting. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to, Hindol is going to be here. Let me just check. I'm going to add him soon. Monish is saying, I buy 35 to 40 books each month easily. Wow, you must be broke. Because there is no, but that is lovely. $20K easily goes into books each month, but I will leave something behind for my kids to cherish. Absolutely. That is how I used to think, but I can't really. I'm waiting for myself to get into that place where I can also buy 35 to 40 books all the time, because currently I'm just relying on the internet to read a lot of stuff. And I think that is one of the reasons why it's so difficult to commit to a book and read it through. And it just puts a lot of pressure on the book to be as entertaining and as catchy as possible in the first few chapters itself. Hey, Pokraj. So nice to see you after so long. I know it has been a really long time. I know. So a lot of people are asking me for book recommendations in the chat. I saw them, but I didn't want to say anything. Okay, I'm just going to admit Hindol. Just give me a second. Hindol, are you here?
Hey, am I audible?
Yes. Just a second. I need to fix the view. मैंने खुद को pin कर रखा है.
एक second.
Can people see you?
I don't know. Hello. Can anyone see me? But hello, hi.
Wait, let me check.
Sat Sri Akal. Yeah.
Do I need to do something from my end so that people can see you?
Okay, I'm just going.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, you're visible. You're visible. All good.
I'm visible. Okay,
Yes,
great.
all
Great.
good.
Hello, hi, namaste, Sat Sri Akal, and yeah.
Hi,
Welcome.
Hindol. How are you?
I am great, and yeah, it's been one of those months where I can actually say I'm great. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it bad that I'm so surprised?
Yeah.
Really happy.
Yeah.
I was just telling people that it
Mm.
feels so nostalgic because today we are streaming together after so long on a Sunday, that too.
Yeah, on a Sunday night, and yeah, very long. When was the last stream? Actually, okay,
It
we
was
will not
last year
invoke.
only, I think.
Yeah, we should not invoke nostalgia. Should आते ही nostalgia में नहीं
I
बोलनी थी.
know, it's just a habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you? How's life? Are you feeling sane?
Very loaded question, but yeah, how far has the discussion reached? What have you discussed so far?
Yeah, I thought you must have been watching up tak too, so that you
Uh,
know you're up to date. But
I'm
okay, we'll bring you up to
हाँ
speed.
ठीक है
But
ठीक है.
so far I've told them what we are going to be doing. We have
Hmm.
discussed some expenses that I make that can't be justified, but I do them just for the sake of my happiness, like
Hmm.
flowers. क्योंकि
Right.
उनका कुछ वैल्यू नहीं है aesthetics छोड़ के. And then I've told them that we'll discuss some rituals that everyone
Hmm.
does. We were like in chat discussing some things that people do every single day without a reason.
Hmm.
It might not even be just to make you feel good, just something you do every day. That's what
Right.
we've covered so far. And
Hmm.
I was purposely trying not to pick up any fleshy topics right away. I was saving them
अच्छा.
for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Cool. Now we will jump into fleshy topics.
You want to
I
say
have.
hi to the people first of all?
Yes. But I said no. So now this is a new ritual that I've picked up. Because like right now I'm working in a place which has a lot of Punjabi people. So I've made it a ritual that I don't say hi, hello. I say Sat Sri Akal. So yeah,
Oh,
this is not me being offensive. I'm just saying Sat Sri Akal. So yeah, now I'm by like in the next 6 months I will become fully Punjabi. That is my goal. So
yeah.
yeah.
So is this something you do always? You'll adopt the personality of people around you?
Yeah, I think I kind of do that. Like it reflects in the way I speak. I've kind of noticed this, that if I hang out with a certain kind of people for like let's say a week, by week 2 I will start speaking like them. So like right now while I'm speaking, I can already think that, oh, I'm all sounding like that coworker from an office. So yeah, this is a ritual that I have. This is a subconscious ritual. So yeah.
I know, but I find it so embarrassing when I'll pick up the slang of the person that I'm talking to, like hanging out a lot with. And while I'm talking to them, I'll end up saying something like using a
Yeah.
phrase or a word that they use a lot. And I find it so embarrassing. I don't know why.
I think it's the क्या बोलते हैं, the final stage of like bonding कि you're
Mm.
finally appropriated each other's vocabulary. So yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Chat में कोई बताओ, like is there a particular phrase that you use and you have like imposed it on people? जैसे there was a time where I was a huge fan of The Office, तो मैं सबको as ASAP as possible बोलता था. तो like if you have to get done something, I would say as ASAP as possible. So do you have a phrase that you use a lot? Jayant
there's
Rao
a
is saying
word.
I sound Punjabi. Wow. In 3 weeks I'm sounding Punjabi.
You
So
don't sound Punjabi.
yeah, balle, balle, balle.
But,
Yeah.
if this was Melon, is there like the background sound effect on Melon जिसमें वो
एक सेकंड देखते हैं. Zoom पे there are reactions.
but
Okay.
let's not
I don't know if this is showing on the stream, but
yeah,
yeah.
it is. I can't, I don't know if they can see it. I
Yeah, I
can
don't.
see it.
Huh. Okay. Fine.
No
Whatever.
worries, but
What? Oh, Pokraj has written whatever. That is his word, I guess. So yeah.
My word that I noticed so many people picked up after I started using it a lot was
Hmm.
funky.
Funky.
Yeah. And I would use it to describe the most, like, I used to use it in very inappropriate ways where,
Hmm.
like, I would use it to describe things that had other normal words that you could use, but I would be like, oh, this is so funky. And
Hmm.
yeah, he has very funky vibes. I used to use
Yeah.
that a lot. Also, done and dusted. I would say that all the time for no reason.
These are very like polished and like refined.
Okay.
ऐसे
I'm trying to wait.
we need to go like for
Oh,
the
like that.
we need to go subaltern. That is what we're looking for.
Yeah, I'll have to think more.
हाँ,
But
ठीक है. Uh, Pokraj has mentioned lad. So lad is a very interesting, inherently Bengali thing. So in Bengali, laziness is an emotion. So they have a particular word for it. It's called lad. So it's like a feeling that Sunday को जब अच्छा lunch हो and उसके बाद उठने का मन ना करे. So that is lad. So
Oh,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
wondering what it was, but I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, okay, fine. So
Cool.
you have come already, and already we are off the course.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have a ritual though मैंने सोच के रखा था. I have like a talking point and I think ये हमने कभी दिशा इन पे discuss किया होगा but like ठीक है अब किया होगा 5 साल पहले. But हाँ. So the ritual that I discovered that I had all this while was that for me in the morning, like when I'm going to office, listening to music was very important. So earlier जहाँ पे मैं काम करता था, it was like half an hour away from where I used to live. So I had like decent time to listen to music. Now my office is like very close. So I get time to listen to only one song. And that kind of like ruins my headspace. This is a very first world problem. I'm sincerely apologizing to everyone. But hey, yaar, like it kind of sets my vibe for the day.
Hmm.
So I feel like I need like I say 20-30 minutes in the morning where I listen to like some particular kind of music and that just sets me up for the day क्योंकि चलो अब आओ लाओ किसको क्या काम करवाना है मैं करके देता हूँ. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So if you don't listen to music, it just your day doesn't go right.
No, something just feels off. Like I feel like I'm not prepared enough
Hmm.
to deal with the day. So वो थोड़ा सा एक weird feeling हो जाता है because like I kind of discovered this that during college also like since you had to take the train so सुबह like अच्छा खासा time मिलता था like I could like I would earmark as a days ki today I will only listen to A.R. Rahman songs, today I will only listen to Jatin Lalit songs, and then I would like I have also seen patterns ki okay oh is gaane mein ye hua, so it's also like actively engaging with the song, it's not like background noise.
Hmm.
So like I feel like that is a very productive time for my day and अभी वो हो नहीं रहा है तो वो मेरे को थोड़ा सा ऐसे बीटी हो रहा है कि like
Hmm.
what do I do about this, because the second you walk into office you're like कि हाँ ठीक है ये करना है इसको मेल भेजना है इसको कॉल करना है, so you don't get that me time. Me time is very important. Me time is like what I would
Yeah.
advocate to
No,
everyone.
I agree because like it gives you that buffer zone where you know you are about to go into work and you are
Hmm.
already preparing yourself. I agree. Even
Yeah.
that used to happen to me with college also. But
Hmm.
I don't think I used to listen to music because just picking out a playlist or a song would take up so much time ki tab tak
Yeah. Yeah.
I would reach. But the
Hmm.
buffer zone thing is so
Hmm.
important.
Yeah.
And on
But
that
yeah,
note, I
इसमें
also
भी like the condition that I have is I don't discover new music. Like let's say
okay.
out of 365 days, if I'm listening to music every day in the morning, 30 days I will try and see कि okay चलो आज कुछ नया सुन के देखते हैं. Otherwise I have a very set playlist. उसमें से ही मैं mix and match करके सुनता हूँ. I am like very rigid about like discovering new music unless like the algorithm really surprises me. Like in the morning I'm not in the mood for discovery. मेरे को जो मालूम है like I will go with the set menu. I don't want to experiment with my menu.
Fair
So
enough.
yeah.
And do you only listen to like positive, uplifting music, or there's room
Dep
for sad also?
depends on the day. Like for example, if it's let's say raining, so I have like I say 3-4 songs which are my go-to songs. If they are raining, उसमें भी सब category है कि rain and happy, rain and uplifting, rain and sad, rain and melancholic, rain and nostalgia, ऐसे पूरा वो है. So every emotion मैंने ऐसे पूरा बना रखा है. तो yeah, I am
Hmm.
crazy that way. So yeah, I don't know. Does this sound relatable to any of you? I don't know.
It
I
is
don't
very
want.
relatable. I think a lot of people would agree, especially if you have like a very long commute to work. I think
Hmm.
a lot of the times people listen to music only mostly.
Right.
Yeah. I also want to say a thank you to Ayushi. She has sent a super chat and she says,
Hey,
we miss the Shaheen streams. Please bring it back.
thank you, Ayushi. And
We
yeah,
miss them too.
yeah. Yeah. What is the kind of music that you listen to? Like, okay, I will put you on a spot. Name top 5 songs that you always listen to, like in the morning. Yes.
uh, there's this a song called My Gingy by Sunset Roller Coaster. I
Hmm.
listen to that a lot when I'm in the car,
Hmm.
going anywhere. It doesn't
Right.
have to be morning. Then, shit, yeah, this is so, you can't put me on the spot like that. Wait. I'm thinking of only optimistic songs because I don't like listening to sad music in the morning.
Hmm. Fair enough.
I Lived by One Republic.
Hmm.
very great song. You contribute something ताकि मेरे को याद आए.
Okay, ठीक है. I will. So मैंने इसका एक hack बना रखा है, which is why it's easy for me. So Spotify पे I have like my like songs. So उसमें से जो भी top 5 होगा मैं वही सुनता हूँ for that particular month. So it's very easy for me. एक second देखते हैं मैं क्या सुन रहा था.
Okay, one more. जाने
हाँ.
तू या जाने ना, the jazz version, A.R.
Hmm.
Rahman.
Yeah.
That one.
मैं बोलूँ glass आधा खाली. Yeah, nice, good song. Okay, what was I listening to this one? Okay, so now thanks to Weber, I've discovered an artist called Fred again, and मेरे को काफी सही लग रहा है. So him like I've पूरा मैंने rabbit hole में घुस गया मैं Fred again का. So there's a song called Delilah which is very nice. तो मैं वो सुन रहा था. Then we were doing an episode with Sujoy Ghosh, the filmmaker, and his movies have like great music. So there was this movie he did called Jhankar Beats. तो उसमें एक गाना था. So there are like the popular ones, right? Tu Aashiki hai, then there is Suno Na Suno Na. There are those songs. So in that album, there was this one KK song which I had no idea about. I had never heard it. It's called Jab Kabhi. I don't know what the lyrics are, but I've kept it in my like songs. So matlab kuch to hogi baat isme. So I will listen to it again tomorrow. This month I was also a bit sad in the morning. So I was also listening to Sapno Se Bhare Naina from Lag by Chance. I don't know why. It's a very like cliche कि भाई काम filmmaking में काम करने जा रहे हैं सपनों से भरे नैना सुन रहे.
I know.
So yeah.
That song makes me very anxious.
Yeah. It is the perfect, I'll tell you, like post 10 p.m. if you are in the cab and like you're looking outside the window and I say Mumbai skyline दिख रहा है बारिश हो रही है थोड़ी. So it is one of those songs ki like okay now the vibe kicks in.
Yeah, for me that song is G-Laser. I feel like that goes really well with.
Yeah, Talash the entire album, like that should be a recommendation. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to see if anyone has written any of their songs.
Guys, please tell us your songs also.
Rahul finds it relatable.
Thank you, Rahul.
KK songs, yes. I also think that Lucky Ali songs are like they have the best vibe too. That is the kind of vibe you want to start your day off.
Yeah.
So that is also something I listen a lot to. Okay, fine. So ye ho gaya. So is there anything else you find yourself doing every day without?
When you said daily rituals, I was trying to say, okay, what are the things? What are like productive things that I can tell people? And
no, that's the thing. You don't. It doesn't have to be productive per se. Just things you do.
I was coming
and
to
then
that.
We'll go into.
So I find it productive, but like some people can find it counterproductive. Is that so? I don't respond to people sending me reels every day. Like my friends, एक पूरा group है जिसमें सिर्फ reels आती रहती हैं. Like you know, there tag that one friend who sends you all the reels. वो वाला एक हिसाब है. So I pick one day of the week when I feel like okay, I don't have anything to do. I sit and respond to all the reels. मतलब मैं देखता हूँ पूरा सबका बैठ के and like I react अगर कुछ interesting हुआ so then I because ये सामने वाले ने सोच के भेजा है ना कुछ तो कि like okay this reel made me think of that person. तो मतलब I should respect that feeling. तो मैं करता हूँ. So then even they feel validated to send me more things. Then I also send them things. तो वो है. This is a ritual that I have picked up recently.
But this is once a week, not every day.
Yeah, once a week, like क्योंकि तब अच्छा bank बन जाता है ना. Like so the beauty of that is कि let's say like there is something in chat A which I find very interesting, then I can circulate it to like B, C, D, E, F. Similarly, अगर मेरे को C में कुछ अच्छा मिला तो then I can send it to A. तो उससे like I have this one. So if you ever find कि I'm sending you too many reels at one go, it is my that time of the week where I'm like watching reels. So yeah. मैं रोज नहीं देखता. मैं बस like एक पर्टिकुलर दिन पे बैठ के मैं सारा अपना बैकलॉग खत्म करता हूँ.
No, that is so much better than sitting and watching. I mean, I don't think most people do that. With you also I've noticed कि sometimes you like look at all the reels I've sent you and then respond one by one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I made a mistake. I wanted to start this discussion off with just talking about like the whole reason why I picked this topic is because I think it's important that we make the distinction pehle ki what is a good day to you, or just what is a decent day where you feel sane, and what is a bad day to you. And have you been able to recognize signs ki, oh shit, I'm venturing into the bad territory?
Okay. So I divide days into three categories. First is like a great day, which are like the rarest of the rare. And the second is like a decent passable day, which is like mostly every day. And the third is like, okay, let's just end this day and get over with. Like, is pe end credits roll karo, and like can we just move on to the next day? So these are
Yeah.
like the three categories.
Yeah.
So I have this Instagram pe highlight which is called For Rainy Days. So it is मतलब मेरी Insta stories का एक compilation है of like the happiest moments of my life that I have documented on Instagram. They can be like, they can mean anything to me, but like they give me like good feelings. So वो है. So if I ever feel like okay, a day is going out of my control, या लग रहा है कि okay, like we just need to end it. So there are two things that I do. One, I look at like this highlight if like it kind of cheers me up. If that doesn't work, then I have this ritual कि अगर कुछ बहुत ही खराब दिन रहता है कि मतलब कुछ कुछ भी सही नहीं हुआ है, so I make it a point that I need to have a good dinner. मतलब like I need to have like something nice to end my day, because like I don't know,
You
डिनर ने
deserve
क्या
it.
बिगाड़ा,
Yeah.
हाँ डिनर ने क्या बिगाड़ा तुम्हारा, है ना? So yeah, that is a ritual. And yeah, and it's like if it's a really great day, then obviously it gets documented in that highlight. So उसमें है नहीं ज्यादा, उसमें 5-6 stories है, so like you will realize कि
No, but do you have very high standards for what a good day is, or you are easy to please?
नहीं, like if I just like वो होता है ना कि I don't know, this is going to sound very philosophical, but when you are in the moment, right? Like, and you're very happy, and suddenly, like, for a minute, you just detach and you see yourself being happy, like, as a third person. So, if that happens, then I guess, okay, certified good day. So, yeah, if that feeling comes through, so then I was like, okay, ठीक है, not bad. So, yeah, that is my hallmark. Well, okay, now I've spoken for too long. You have to tell. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like a lot of how good my day was is attached to how productive I was. So it sucks because I shouldn't be deriving so much happiness out of it. But at the same time, I think it is a hack almost, because being productive is not like you define the terms of it, right? So I feel like the task I set for myself, for like different tasks I do, I can easily make them thoda easy, and I just have to hit all of them, and then it's a
Right.
good day. So
Right.
in that sense, I feel like it's a hack almost. But a day when I'm like doing everything I'm supposed to, and I am showing up for myself and my friends and my family, is a good day for me. And I know I'm just, things are getting bad again and I'm not in a great space mentally when I stop doing all of it. And
Right.
by all of it, I mean when I'm not making my, like, I have been trying, haven't been very regular, but I've been trying to make a schedule for the next day. आज रात को बैठ के फिर कल का बनाऊंगी. So if I'm not doing things like that, if I'm not waking up in the morning and trying to drink like warm water, stuff like that, those tiny things, then I know कि दिन अच्छा नहीं जाने वाला है.
Yeah, that is the music time for me, because while I'm also doing, so that is when my brain actually works overtime. Ki I am also planning things for the day ahead. Like I'm also reading through things, so I can do like 7 different things at the same time while also listening to music. So that time is very important to me. So wo hai. But at the same time, like I tried, for a long time, having like a morning ritual. Ki I should like drink green tea. For 1 month I tried कि I should do this, but the thing is I became very dependent on it कि अगर ये नहीं हुआ, like it's a very small thing, but अगर वो नहीं हुआ, suddenly my day spirals out of control. So I think I shouldn't like put too much control on like one small thing. One of it, then I will become very finicky कि okay, I need to like make this happen, otherwise everything else will go haywire. So yeah, I don't know. पता नहीं.
But don't you think at the same time it's such a doable thing that even if you do put so much emphasis on it, it's fine?
I don't know. I don't want to put so much emphasis on a like trivial thing, because I have much bigger things to do in the day, right? Which will take up a lot of time and headspace. So like when I'm already in that day, मेरा दिमाग ऑलरेडी वहां पहुंच चुका है कि लाइक आई एम ट्राइंग टू लाइक फिगर आउट ओके व्हेन आई गो टू ऑफिस दिस इज हाउ आई विल सॉर्ट दिस आउट, इसको ये करना है, इसको ऐसे सॉल्व करना है, सो आई एम ऑलरेडी मेंटली देयर, आई एम नॉट एट दैट टाइम फोकसिंग ऑन कि ओके आई नीड टू ड्रिंक ग्रीन टी, सो वो है.
But would you say you have a routine more or less? Like, do you know what you will be doing tomorrow or like, after a week or whatever? Are you that consistent?
I know how my day, how like the beginning of it I know कि कैसे होने वाला है. The first 3 hours like I can say कि okay this is how it's going to be. उसके बाद I don't know. And I think I kind of like that because अगर सारे दिन सेम हो रहे तो फिर तो मतलब फिर तमाशा वाला वो मोन्टाज शुरू हो जाएगा ना कि वो टाई पहन रहा है, ब्रेड खा रहा है, वो नहीं होना चाहिए ना लाइफ में. तो
honestly, I was not a fan of routines for the longest time. And I think that I used to run away from them as much as possible because मुझे ऐसे लगता था यार, I'm doing everything I need to do. I am meeting all my deadlines. तो मैं कभी भी उठूं, कभी भी सो, कुछ भी कभी भी करूं तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? At least it's keeping things a little more unpredictable. But that was so mentally taxing.
Right.
I feel like more than just efficiency, the reason why I need a routine and I need my tiny rituals here and there is so that I feel safe, because it gives you a sense of control over your life, right? कि मेरे को पता है कि कल मैं सुबह उठ के इतने बजे उठूंगी, ये कर रही होंगी वगैरह वगैरह. So I have this very new greater appreciation for routines.
Yeah, like this you said the control thing is very important कि even like the very small feeling ki okay I can make my own breakfast and eat it and watch like a dumb YouTube video along with it, that is a daily ritual. मैं रोज सुबह उठ के same cornflakes खाता हूँ और same YouTube videos देखता हूँ, but like it still gives me okay ठीक है I did this on my own. तो वो feeling I guess important है. So yeah, own your day. ऐसे शिव खेरा की बुक्स में आता था ना, own your day, seize the day.
Yeah. And I think what has worked best for me is figuring out a routine that like it's basically an outline that I can recreate wherever I am, even if I'm traveling and stuff. And then I fill in the blocks and personalize it as per me. But jo thodi bahut cheeze which I am going to be very rigid about, wo kahin bhi ho paye. Just say like making coffee early in the morning. I know there are certain times I can't do that, but more or less I can always do that. And just taking the effort to make that happen for myself also, I think starts my day off on a great note, because I feel like, oh, I showed up for myself. This is something important for me and I did this for me. So I think I'll continue that pattern for the rest of the day also.
But like जैसे I talked about my thing कि what I do when my day spirals out of my control. What do you do? Like if you can visibly see that this day is going out of your hand, what do you do?
So I feel like just talking to friends is always such a great way to take control of a day that's spiraling out of control. Because I feel like when I'm overwhelmed, the thing I need is my thoughts to be organized. And there is no better way to do it than to talk to someone. But I think another thing that because that's not possible always, right? People aren't available for you always, and it's not possible for you to take out the time to go talk to someone. So another thing that I've recently started doing is whatever I'm worried about, I will doodle about it. And while I'm doodling, I'll try to talk to myself only. And by the time the doodle is finished, I feel a little more stable. I don't know for how long this is going to go, because the thing is, even with these things, they have to keep changing. Like this habit will stick around for maybe like this month, but then next month it has to be something else, and then I'll come back to it.
Right. And what kind of doodles are these?
Like, I was just gonna show you. So I have like this tiny diary I've bought. I haven't doodled that much here, but like one day I remember I was feeling so anxious, and can you see it? So basically I was having a terrible day because I was in class and I had a very bad start to the day. And kaise to karke I still got out of bed, I got ready, I went to class. And when I went to class, I just could not shake off the feeling that I have left the gas on. in my apartment. And it was the worst thing ever. And I knew कि ऐसे हो ही नहीं सकता because I've never done that. And I checked like 3-4 times. And उस दिन भी मैंने check किया था. But still, I just couldn't shake that feeling off. And yeah, I was basically doodling that. I felt like there was an octopus on my head. So, and this helped.
It's very like articulate, like in terms of thought. Ki you figured out ki okay, there is a metaphor, there is an octopus, it's on your head.
But things like that really help. Another thing that I have been doing lately is just drinking a hot beverage at night. Helps me relax a lot. So even if I have had the shittiest day ever, just pouring myself a hot beverage. I hate green tea, but the only reason I'm drinking green tea nowadays is because अच्छा लगता है ना रात को तुम ऐसे बना रहे हो, everything is over now and you're sitting with a hot beverage. So that is another thing I've been doing.
You used to drink some strawberry thing, no?
Yeah. I went back for it, but अभी मुझे मिल नहीं रही. I think they've discontinued it. I'm not too sure. But yeah.
इतनी सेल्स करा दी क्या हमने कि भाई चलो हो गया हमारा.
No, I think उसका कुछ अजीब ही था. I'm not too sure. But like I remember I'd spoken to someone about this, and that friend of mine, she's a nutritionist, and when she looked at the ingredient, she was like, I don't think you should be drinking this. But yeah. We haven't addressed the chat in a while, but Vaibhav is in the chat.
Hello.
Hi, Vaibhav. And yes, he's reminding us to tell you guys and reminding you guys to like the stream.
Yes. So that is a ritual that you should do on your own. Okay. That should be daily, monthly, hourly ritual like this.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so do you like watching morning routines and night routines on YouTube? It's such a popular video to make, and I can easily see why. I think it's so interesting to see how people start their days and end their days.
Do you have any like specific people that you want to talk about?
No, I can watch anyone's. And that's the beauty of it. There are so many people with like 100 subscribers still making their morning routine.
There's this reel pe bhi ek trend chal raha hai. It's like the 75 days challenge hai kuch to. So there are like some very ऐसे हरियाणा में कोई बंदा बैठ के राम वो पूरा बना रहा है, तो उसमें भी बहुत सारे लोग आ गए. सो आई सॉ दिस वन गाय, ही इज लाइक सम इंडियन डूड जो जापान में रहता है, एंड वो अपने दिन का पूरा बता रहा है. एंड द मोस्ट क्या बोलते हैं, the captivating quality about this guy is that he always smiles. I don't know like how much of it is genuine or like is that his personality, but like he has a very like sweet and nice smile. कि वो सुबह धो रहा है कपड़े मतलब मस्त, and the way he speaks also ना, it has like कभी कभी होता है ना कि आपकी आवाज में स्माइल होती है, तो वो उसकी वॉइस में था, तो मेरे को काफी सही लगा वो बंदा कि वो जापान में पूरा दिखा रहा है. सो ही डज लाइक दिस नॉर्मल मीनियल जॉब. तो सुबह उठा, उसने एक्सरसाइज की, उसने कपड़े धोए अपने, फिर उसने सुशी कुछ तो खा रहा था चॉपस्टिक से, देन ही वेंट टू हिज ऑफिस, पूरा उसने दिखाया. सो आई लाइक पीपल, दिस इज आई थिंक लाइक यू नो क्या बोलते हैं, पीपल ओनिंग देयर डे कि बट इसमें एक और फ्लिप साइड है जो बिकॉज दिस इज माई ब्रेन बीइंग वॉक्ड, बट ये मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ डेली, तो इसलिए मुझे पता है. सो दिस मंथ इन सितंबर आई हैव स्टार्टेड अ सीरीज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. तो ये बेसिकली आई एम मेकिंग कंटेंट आउट ऑफ माय लाइफ. Every day when I wake up, like there is some song playing in my head. I don't know how it happens. I don't know where it comes from. So I want to figure out if there is a pattern to this or not. So I decided, okay, I will document this on 30 days of September on Instagram stories. Great, ठीक है. I started day 1 पे मैंने एक गाना डाला, day 2 पे एक डाला, and I am also like ऐसे kind of improving on my photography skills, क्योंकि अब खरीदा आईफोन तो यूज करना पड़ेगा ना, तो वो एक चीज चल रही है पैरेलली. सो लाइक आई क्लिक नाइस पिक्चर्स एंड पुट इट ऑन इट. तो शुरू में बढ़िया चल रहा था. देन आफ्टर दैट उस पे लिंक क्लिक्स कम हो गए. सो देन ओके, नाउ हाउ डू आई स्पाइस दिस अप. तो मैं थोड़ा क्लिक बेट किया, थोड़ा अभी ट्रिविया डाल रहा हूँ, बट अभी वही है कि ना अंदर से मेरे पास मोटिवेशन नहीं है कि मैं इसको कंटिन्यू करूं, क्योंकि ट्रैक्शन नहीं मिल रहा. बट व्हाइल I'm quote unquote doing this for myself, right? So now obviously like I can rig the songs also कि मतलब I know कि okay, if XYZ song will get like traction, I should post that. But ये मैं कर किसी और purpose के लिए रहा था. I am documenting what is happening in my brain. तो should I be truthful? Should I not be truthful? Because eventually तो मैं content ही बना रहा हूँ ना. तुमको क्या पता, तुम कहाँ से verify करोगे, मेरे दिमाग में बजा था कि है ना. तो ये
Yeah.
सारे भी थॉट्स चल रहे थे दिमाग में. So I don't know if I should continue this or not.
You
देखते हैं.
should, even if it doesn't make sense right now, I feel like later on, and see, Satyajit is saying he loves that series.
Yeah, I think he's the only one who listens to the songs. Because
And
yeah,
I
he
think
had,
it is a great way to, like, it's a window into your conscience कि क्या चल रहा है दिमाग में, you can tell.
हाँ, मैं तो चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे से नहीं हो रहा फिगर आउट. मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि कोई इसको फिगर आउट करे कि भाई पैटर्न क्या है इसमें.
So I
तो
think you need to like try and get on like psychologists के इस पे algorithm पे, क्योंकि
हाँ,
then only you can get that kind of feedback.
नहीं, आई डोंट वांट ऐसे प्रॉपर फीडबैक. मेरे को
अच्छा, you just want, हाँ.
हाँ, आई वांट आम जनता फीडबैक क्योंकि उसमें कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग कंटेंट निकल के आएगा. मुझे आई नो आई हैव इश्यूज. I don't want to know that I have issues. I want content. So that is my priority. So
But if I'm not mistaken, you were doing this on Twitter as well, like
हाँ,
right
उस
last
पे भी
year.
सेम इशू. ट्रैक्शन नहीं है, बंद कर दिया मैंने. So
No,
yeah,
you want to do one for yourself, you do one for them. So this could be the
हाँ,
thing that you do for yourself.
yeah. But वही है ना, if I'm doing it for myself, फिर तो मैं नोटबुक में लिख के भी छोड़ सकता हूँ. I do have to put it out on a public platform. थोड़ा तो वैलिडेशन का कीड़ा होता है उसमें भी. So
Yeah,
देखते हैं. Let's.
yeah. But this reminds me, I was also going to ask you, like, with regards to when you're having, suppose, a series of bad days, it's just a bad phase, right? So is there something you return to work-wise? Like, it might not be something that you have an obligation to do, but
हाँ,
something you do for yourself creatively to help yourself get through that period. Like, for instance, something that I do a lot is I will start editing videos. And जो भी मेरे channel पे videos है, वो तभी ही edit हुए हैं and they've been
हाँ.
uploaded when I was not doing well at all.
Nice. That is a good creative outlet now. Like you have found a nice expression. So my Twitter thrives when I have a bad क्या बोलते हैं work phase वगैरह. सारे मेरे अच्छे tweets उसी टाइम पे निकले. तो अभी जैसे अच्छा टाइम चल रहा है, so like I'm not posting as much. But जब मेरा बुरा टाइम चल रहा था तब मतलब धड़ाधड़ viral tweets आ रहे. So there is a direct correlation to that.
Much like Rakhi Sawant.
Yes.
उसके भी you notice when something's going on in her life, suddenly Instagram पे only Rakhi on your feed.
Yeah.
Okay. But anything other than that, like besides tweets, like do you start writing or working more?
Mostly it's music. Like I keep going back to particular kinds of music because there is a memory attached to it. So I have like different playlists. एक Instagram पे Spotify पे मेरी playlist है, उसका नाम है Feels. So it is a playlist designed to make me cry. And it has songs which have like very particular memories. And I think Vaani had done a stream long back where she had done a similar topic, daily rituals type, and I had sent this playlist to her. तो उसके बाद से काफी लोगों ने वो डिस्कवर किया प्लेलिस्ट. एंड पीपल कीप सेंडिंग मी सॉन्ग्स कि ओके यार दिस शुड आल्सो बी देयर बिकॉज पीपल थिंक दैट इट्स अ सैड सॉन्ग्स प्लेलिस्ट. It's not a sad songs playlist. It is sad songs with like specific memory purpose. तो वो है. तो there are those playlists. There are, I don't know, mostly like I think I rely on nostalgia as a tool to, you know, kind of push me back कि नहीं भाई चलो बहुत काम बाकी है. So वो है. Sometimes it's just like, you know, you just have to like slap yourself and you're like कि चलो भाई okay, there is no time to like wallow in sadness. ये बाद में करते हैं, अभी काम बाकी है, काम करते हैं. तो वो है.
Fair enough. And with regards to like TV shows or movies, do you have anything that you find yourself going back to when you're not doing well?
हाँ, background noise, like they are great shows. I really love them, which is why they've been relegated to background noise. Because मेरे को पूरा शो याद है, मैं कहीं से भी देख सकता हूँ. So The Office है, Community है, ये मैं there are very specific episodes that I keep going back to, and like I can just put them on and okay हाँ अभी जेफ ने ये बोला, अभी ने ये बोला, मेरे को पूरा याद है. So like I can just like tune out. तो मेरे को like if I'm watching something new, that is like active engagement, so I need to be like in a clear headspace कि okay now I'm watching something. तो मेरे से ऐसे normally नहीं देखा जाता, which is why I've not watched a lot of things recently. The last show that I watched was Scam, the new one, 2003. वो मेरे को काफी सही लगा. So वो है.
So like with me, I feel like one of the things that I think I've been wanting to talk about actually is that during bad mental health phases, long TV shows, especially bad long TV shows, are so comforting, and they are much better than short good TV shows because of the comfort you feel with regards to how long the series is and how much longer the characters and that fictional universe is going to stay in your life. So judging by the TV show I'm watching, I can tell how bad things are. So I feel like if I'm watching Shameless or I want to say Modern Family, theek hai, I'm in a slump, not feeling the best, but it's not that bad. But I know that when I hit Grey's Anatomy, I need to be supervised. But yeah, those shows have helped me get through a lot. And funnily enough, every time I start watching Grey's Anatomy or Shameless or anything, rewatching those shows, I try to push myself to watch something new that is actually better. But those things never work out, and they don't help as much in making me feel better as opposed to I feel like.
Yeah, it's the same thing why I don't discover music. I don't risk my morning with a new song because what if it's not good? What if it's not good enough? So I agree completely. So okay, so the spectrum is there is on a good day there is Shameless, Modern Family. On a bad day there is Grey's Anatomy. What is in between? Kuch to hoga na?
No, not on a good day. On a Pika day. On a good day, I'm watching new stuff. I'm discovering new things. I'm actually taking in the effort to go and check out कि अब क्या देखना है. But Modern Family वगैरह is okay day, slump day. But worst is Grey's Anatomy. I think nahi, actually Grey's Anatomy is still fine. I think things have really gone out of hand when I'm watching emotional atyachar or like crime patrol or something.
Emotional atyachar is like on brand. Now I get why like Discoveries exist and like why there were 2 seasons of it.
Okay, Hindal, you were the first guest on it, so
it says a lot about the show.
But yeah, Syed is asking what makes you motivated about every day. That's such a heavy question, and I don't know if I have an answer.
There is a great song, I don't know who which किसमें, but कुमार शानू का गाना है कि अभी जिंदा है तो जी लेने दो पर. That is अब है तो है. that is life.
Yeah. I mean, और option है.
और ऑप्शन ही क्या है? उसमें कामयाब में डायलॉग था ना संजय मिश्रा का कि बस एंजॉयिंग लाइफ, और ऑप्शन ही क्या है? सो या समटाइम्स इट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट.
या
एक बार चैट देख लेते हैं, काफी टाइम से कुछ आ रहा है. There is okay. Oh, this was a super chat. Thank you, Syed Chanavas. And एक सेकंड, कौन बोल रहा है इग्नोर हो रहा है? कोई इग्नोर कर रहा है क्या? कौन इग्नोर कर रहा है?
नहीं.
Okay, एक सेकंड.
I have been.
Okay. The question is why Disha streams have been stopped.
Oh. Bus Hindal is super busy and so am I. But we are trying.
Why does that sentence begin with me? इससे पूरा मेरे पे आ जाता है blame. Okay. We both of us.
Okay, no, I am super busy and Hindal is very busy, but he always tries his best to make time. But I think like we will try to stream more often together. I mean, naam Dishahin ho na ho, as long as we are streaming together, I think it just brings the whole Dishahin energy back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. See, the thing is, it started off at a time where it was a ritual for us. हम हर हफ्ते करते थे ना उस time पे. So it was like that, and ever since that it has been a very long time. ये हमें realize नहीं होता है, but that was way back in 2020. अभी 2023 चल रहा है. We have been doing this for 3 years. No, 21. At least 2. We have been doing this for 2 years now. तो वही है, like currently I am in a phase of my life right now where I'm like opening up to something new work wise, and I'm like in the middle of figuring out something new. So yeah, I guess having a ritual might help to sustain. I don't know where this sentence began and where this is going. Point being कि हम कोशिश तो करेंगे, हम हमेशा यही कहते हैं, एंड ये मतलब झूठा वाला नहीं होता, हम जेन्युइनली हमेशा कोशिश करते हैं, बट फिर कोशिश करने वाली हार हो जाती है. तो ये है जिंदगी ना, बस यही कहना था.
No, but it's really sweet that a lot of people still keep asking. I mean, what time हो गया since we haven't done a stream, so
it just feels nice कि यार मतलब हम बकवास कर रहे होते थे उस टाइम पे, and like there were people who like actually cared and listened to it, and people like remember things. I had posted the story last month. ऐसे वो होता है ना August dump वाली जो चीजें होती है उस पे मैंने एक डाला था like of all the food that I've eaten this month in August, and I had made mashed potatoes at home on my own, and it's like one of my favorite things. It's like my top 5. मतलब अगर मरने से पहले मेरे को कुछ खाने को चाहिए तो मैं वो खाऊंगा, तो वो वाला था। मैंने उसका फोटो डाला था एंड उसमें मैं ऐसे लिखा था आउट ऑफ वन ऑफ दीज फोर, वन ऑफ दीज इज माय फेवरेट आइटम, food item, what is it? And people remembered it from the shine. Like Satyajit messaged
Wow.
me. A lot of people said, "Yeah, you had spoken about it." Like fuck, मैंने इतना सब बोल दिया क्या life में? So yeah, it's
Yeah.
also an occupational hazard. Yeah.
No, but that's really nice, yeah. And also,
Yeah.
you were very right about that. That Dishaheen had become such a ritual for both of us.
Hmm.
And I think we would also go through our months thinking कि oh इसके बारे में कुछ भी होता था, we would think
हाँ.
इसके बारे में अब stream पे बात होगी.
Yeah. We also made an Excel sheet. Do you remember? एक time पे. कि
Which
okay.
never worked because we never
we-
stuck to it. But
Yeah.
you see, for today's the stream, I had prepped so that we don't get
Nice.
off track. I don't think we have
Yeah.
gotten that off track yet. But
ठीक है, being off track is what makes this thing work, but नहीं ठीक है, we will come back on track also.
yeah,
This
So-
is the maturity that comes with age, now that we
with
have
age,
older,
yeah.
stronger, wiser.
Yeah, we should definitely do a birthday stream this year, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I on like a related but unrelated note, I do watch that stream sometimes. मेरे को कभी-कभी अच्छा लगता है, so like I just go back to that stream. It was a very nice stream.
Was it?
I don't know, yeah, मुझे तो पसंद है.
There was no substance addition in that.
There
stream.
you would think, but हमने actually काफी deep बातें की उसमें.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna go back and watch that
Yeah,
today.
you should.
But you know what I'm noticing right now? Not a lot of people are talking to us in the chat, Abhi.
Okay, now we will only talk to chat. बताओ आपकी
Guys,
प्रॉब्लम.
just throw your questions and
हाँ,
talk
yes.
to us for a bit.
हाँ, एक बार देखते हैं. I will just answer like whatever I can see. Nitin is saying thoughts on the Ferrari trailer. Must. I'm looking forward to that movie. Michael Mann. There's this great Michael Mann interview you should read. न्यू यॉर्कर या किसी में तो आया है, बढ़िया लॉन्ग इंटरव्यू है. सो ही इज बीन वांटिंग टू मेक दिस मूवी फॉर 30 years एंड ही इज लाइक दिस, थोड़ा ऐसे येड़ा आदमी है. तो the things he has done to make this movie, like, it's very fascinating, so you should definitely check that
I
out.
love Pradeep's question. He's asking yeah, you want to take that?
Okay, any practical suggestions for consistency? Okay. Do you have an answer? Let me think. Because मेरे दिमाग में भी सब cliche answers ही आ रहे हैं, so let me like think of a non-bullshit answer.
So I think मेरी problem की सबसे बड़ी लाइफ यही है कि I am the least consistent person I know. If I was consistent, I would be unstoppable. Like genuinely, I would be so unstoppable. But for the very, very narrow periods I've been consistent, I can tell you what worked for me is having a lot of people that'll keep you accountable. So even if not a lot, even if there's one person who knows what you have to do and they're making sure that you're doing that, or at least they're there to shame you, you'll be a little more consistent. And also just writing down on a sheet of paper why you want to do what you're doing and why it is important that you stay consistent, and just reading that every single day is also a great way to shame yourself into doing it.
Yeah, accountability, like you said, is very important. So yeah, this abhi I've bought this like small yellow diary abhi bag mein. So what I do is I like try and write down things that I have to do. So at the end of the day, when you just like strike it off, या उस पे आप टिक मारते हो ना, तो it's a very nice feeling कि यार काम हो गया. So that physical action of striking things off, it sounds like very first world and like very artsy, but it actually like feels nice कि okay यार काम हो गया. तो उस हिसाब से मतलब छोटे छोटे गोल्स के लिए भी आप करके देख सकते हो, काफी हद तक हेल्प करता है. एंड मतलब इट्स वेरी आयरॉनिक कि अभी मैं 5 मिनट पहले ही बात कर रहा था कि आई शुड एंड माय सॉन्ग्स वाला सीरीज, बट वही यार, द मोटिवेशन इज कि आई डोंट नो, कोई ना कोई तो देख ही रहा होगा. And the main reason why I am actually doing the song series is that every day I have to force myself to get up and click a good picture somehow of something nice, which is like personally pleasing to me. So I am only doing this for my photography show off. So by like the end of this thing, I will have like an Instagram highlight which will have 30 good pictures. So
Hmm.
वो है. तो ऐसे आप छोटे छोटे गोल्स बना के आप उसको अगर ये करो, लाइक रिवॉर्ड सेटिंग करो, तो वो है. बट एट द सेम टाइम अगर कोई चीज ना हो तो देन लाइक डोंट go too hard on yourself. Like it's easier said than done, but hey यार, you should not be too harsh on yourself. ऐसा मुझे बताया गया recently. I don't believe in it much, but so,
I really want to talk to you about Instagram as a ritual.
hmm,
Because I have so many questions, and I feel like you can help me a lot with my relationship with Instagram, which
hmm,
I am currently not using. But before we get into that, I feel like I should do some substance addition. I have some recommendations that I wanted
yes.
to share. These are
Okay, and
basically.
also before you start,
Hmm.
if there is someone in the chat who can list all the recommendations that we have given today, what which Disha gave earlier, जो हमने songs की बात की, जो अभी हम बात करने वाले हैं, if you like write them down in a comment, Disha will come back to Instagram and post a story with your name. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay, done.
Yeah,
Thank you, Hindal, for that.
yeah.
You could have said
Not,
that she'll come back and like mention it on the next stream or something. But okay, that also
but
works.
then I have like someone new to send reels to, no, because like there is a Marathi content niche जो मेरे algorithm में आता है, and like there are very few
So I
people.
have wondered so many times if
हाँ,
that is my only role in your life. I'm serving as the person that's been designated for all the Marathi Instagram content you see. And I mean, I might be using you for the same thing because there are so many
हाँ,
great, like, just Marathi
yeah.
reels I've sent.
Yeah, like I see Marathi content, I think of you. I see Rakhi Sawant, I think of you. I see like general like ऐसे
All good
weird
things.
shit, I think of you. You're like, hi, Disha will like this. So
Okay. So the recommendations I
hmm,
have is for, how children have a lot of picture books.
hmm,
So I feel like, so I was talking when the stream started, a lot of people were asking me, what are you reading currently? And I was telling them how I haven't been reading books per se, but I've been reading a lot in general. And by that I mean I've been reading blogs, या फिर
hmm,
लंबे Instagram captions, या फिर newspaper I've been reading a lot, या फिर कोई magazine पढ़ ली, stuff like that. And then one of the things that I've been reading, not I used to read a lot, but
hmm,
not anymore, is picture books. I
hmm,
find them so comforting for,
hmm,
I can't put a finger on it why,
hmm,
but there are some that I would like to recommend that I feel like even as an adult, you would really
hmm.
appreciate.
Nice.
So have you ever read any picture books?
I
What
will
are
come
your
to that.
thoughts on them?
I have something to say about picture books. क्योंकि आज ही मेरे साथ कुछ हुआ है, so I
Hmm.
will tell. But you finish your thread.
Okay, cool.
हाँ.
So one of my favorite picture books is this book called The Heart and the Bottle, and it's by
Hmm.
Oliver Jeffers. And by the way, yesterday when I was compiling this list so that I could talk about it today, I noticed that there's a site called anyflip.com, jahan
Hmm.
pe, I think a lot of these are available. So
Hmm.
anyone, if they don't want to actually put in the money to buy them because there's not much in
Yeah.
them, they're just pictures and they're for kids, you can also go and just see them on that site. So they are available on
Flip.com.
anyflip.com. Yeah.
Hmm.
So The Heart and the Bottle is such a cute story. It's about this girl who used to be very curious. And then like the larger themes of the book is curiosity and dealing with grief and how
Hmm.
that changes you and some of the things that you are passionate about and how to cope with that. So there's
Hmm.
this little girl who used to be very curious and she had so many interests and she would pursue all of them. And the person that used to help her with that was her grandfather, who then one day passes away.
Hmm.
And for so long, she had seen so much everywhere and there was so much curiosity until one day she just encounters an empty chair.
Hmm.
So I'm using a lot of words and I'm telling you my
Yeah. Yeah.
interpretation of it, but it just
हाँ.
shows in the book.
हाँ.
So after that, she doesn't know how to deal with something empty because for so long everything was so full of everything, right? So she decides that she will put her heart in a safe place. So she finds a jar and she puts her heart in that and she
Hmm.
keeps it aside to make sure that it's safe. And then she goes through life and she stops being passionate about stuff and she stops being curious and she stops finding the joy in a lot of things until one day she encounters someone that is young and curious, and that girl has a lot of questions for this woman. Now she's a woman. And the only way she can answer them is by putting her heart back where it belongs. So it's a very, very cute story, and it made me so emotional. So all of these books, the reason why I've come across them is because I was babysitting a few kids, and they had these books. And some of them I thought were, man, like even adults need to read them. Like there's this one called The Day the Crayons Quit, and it's by Drew Daywalt. And it's basically about a pack of crayons going on strike because the kid is not using them properly. And each one of them has written a letter to him ki, you don't use me at all, or you use me too much, or you don't color within the lines with me. And it's such a great book about how like people need to be more considerate about people that are working for them. So if you want to give your boss a book,
nice.
This is something
I will buy 10 copies of this. I will send it to every box. But yeah, this is such a great, like I was getting a Toy Story wala vibe from this. Like this this has potential.
It's so nice. There's this other book called, so should I keep going or
go for it.
And then
No, go for it.
So there's this other book called Voices in the Park. And this is again a very simple book. It's basically about this kid going on a walk with his dog and his mom in a park. And then it's a very simple thing. They just go for a walk and they come back home. And then this event has been shown from 4 different perspectives. From the mom's perspective, the child's perspective, and then another child that they encounter. And it's such a beautiful book for kids to read because it highlights how everyone has a very different perspective of the same event, and you need to be considerate of that. It's such a cute book. I think I'll send you a link for this one.
Yes, we'll also put it in the chat if anyone wants to.
Done.
Yeah. These are like actual good. Like I'll definitely want to read the crayons one because like I'm very fascinated with that Toy Story universe because I think like it's my favorite film series, like genuinely, because like every film leaves me like as an emotional mess, and I still keep going back to them. So I really like that series. Have you watched Toy Story like 1 to 4?
No.
You should. You really should. Because isme wahi hai na, like they teach you so many profound like concepts about life. But as a child, how do you like, make them also engaging for a child while also like not feeling कि okay यहाँ पे heavy लग रहा है तो वो है like it teaches you about grief, it teaches you about letting go, it teaches you about growing up and like how painful growing up is. And I don't know, मेरे को अभी रोना आ रहा है Toy Story 3 का ending याद करके, but like yeah, and Toy Story 5 बना रहा है. I know they are going to ruin it, but like I will still go and watch it. So yeah.
No, we'll go for that Toy Story 5 together, and I think abhi main dekhungi baith ke because I know for there are certain things you're going to enjoy and you just been keeping them because so that is something I've kept aside. One more book I have is I think it's called Rose Blanche. Because honestly naam uska Rose Blanche hi hai. And it's this a picture book about the Holocaust from a little German girl's perspective, and it is so sad, it is heartbreaking, but the idea I thought was always so interesting because you see a lot of accounts of the war from an adult's perspective, but it's so unique to see it from a child's perspective because they don't know anything about anything, right? So I think that book is so impactful, and it was written a very long time ago, so उसका जो illustration का style है वो भी बहुत classic है. Like I don't know other words to describe it, but it's very like typical what you would expect in an old picture.
Right.
Yeah. So just one final recommendation.
नहीं इस पे क्योंकि मेरे को एक मूवी याद आ रही थी, like I think you can watch it parallelly. So it's called Life is Beautiful. And it is one of the saddest and happiest movies of all time. And it's वो film है like, so like I just remembered child and war वाला जो पूरा analogy है वो बहुत काफी crazy movie है. I wonder why like they haven't Okay, there is another movie which is like
Hmm.
similar. ये it's
Yeah.
called Miracle in Cell Number 7. ये Korean movie है, and उसमें भी like थोड़ा similar Life is Beautiful वाला ही Life is Beautiful वाला ही फंडा है. But
Hmm.
उसमें क्या होता है कि there is like this Korean girl, and she is like very attached to her father and single father है, and due to like some confusion something happens, the father is jailed, and the girl is like, I can't live without my father, so she goes to jail with him. And now in the jail, the secret is कि मतलब no one should know कि that there is a young girl living in the jail. So now all the prisoners come together to like protect this father and daughter from being separated. And अब पूरे
Oh.
फिल्म का ड्रामा यही है कि ये लोग पकड़े जाएंगे कि नहीं पकड़े जाएंगे, while like also ये है तो काफी like again heartwarming emotional उसमें है
Is it a
तो
sad film?
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that sounds like such an interesting plot.
yeah. And it's like pura, so it's like Life is Beautiful, but like even more निचोड़ के इमोशन डाला उन लोगों ने उसके अंदर. So वही Life is Beautiful is already here, and ये यहाँ पे थोड़ा और melodramatic है. So yeah. हाँ, anyway, you were saying last your
Yeah.
recommendation. हाँ.
Final recommendation I have, it is, I think this is some मतलब इसके नाम की एक मूवी भी है, and उसके base पे they have made this picture book. I'm not sure, but it's called The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. So it's a very good gift, actually, if you want to gift it to somebody who loves and appreciates words and books in general. And it's a very simple story about this guy who loves to write, and he writes all the time. And one day there's like a hurricane in his town, and uske सारे जो words होते हैं वो उड़ जाते हैं, and his life becomes completely gray and meaningless without them. So he's very sad, and then there's this flying book that comes out of nowhere, and it leads him to this magical place where there are lots of books, which is a library, and he did
Right.
कि वैसे होता है. तो वो बैठ के पूरे दिन पढ़ता रहता है books, and then रात को वो अपनी story लिखता है, and this goes on until he finishes his book. And he's also old by then, and then he leaves, and then his book flies and goes and finds some other girl who wants meaning in her life. But it's a very
Nice.
good book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
Nice.
my recommendations. Now you can go.
Yes. So आज मेरे साथ I don't know how to like look at this like what whether I should be happy about this or sad about this. So today I discovered कि McDonald's में Happy Meal में अब toys की जगह books देते हैं. And हाँ,
कब से?
this is a recent development. And so I had again, this is a ritual, I guess. मैं ना ऐसे बहुत randomly Happy Meal order करता हूँ just for the toys. क्योंकि यार काफी अच्छे toys मिलते हैं. Like I have this.
Yeah.
I have this Thomas train engine जो मेरे को मिला था एक बार. ये मैंने अभी भी रखा हुआ है. But today I got
A
a book
Happy Meal
instead.
is literally a Happy Meal.
Yeah, and now they are giving books. The book is cute though. I have it with me. It's called The Tiny Detectives, and इसका नाम है Can Butterflies Taste with Their Feet? So it has two butterflies eating a donut in the beginning. So now the thing is, the book is cute, but I don't know. I'm not very like okay about the fact कि यार toys की जगह books दे रहे हो आप लोग. मतलब ठीक है यार, बच्चों को पढ़ना चाहिए, but guys, what do you
I see
think?
your point. See, I think it's a great initiative, but at the same time, I see your point. Like the kind of child I was, I think I would be extremely happy to have received a book as opposed to a toy. But I know that might not be the case for everyone.
No, the thing is, like, I don't know. Like, this is a slightly
Okay,
boomer
just
rant.
quickly, I think I want everyone to tell me in the chat, would they want a toy or a book?
Please tell us if you want a toy or a book in a Happy Meal. And also, what is the last Happy Meal toy that you received, if you ever remember? So, anyway. So, boomer rant ये है कि I kind of feel that kids today, like 4 or 5 year olds, are not as innocent as we used to be. Innocent for as in like they are much more exposed to things and they know much more than we used to know. तो वो जो natural एक वो था ना कि okay वो ये ऐसे भी हो सकता है, वो वाली चीज खत्म हो गई है. So they already know things. तो उनके लिए कि हाँ भाई चलो ठीक है, दुनिया में आए हैं तो जी लेते हैं, वो ऑलरेडी पहुंच चुके हैं वहां पे. तो लाइक उस 5 साल के बच्चे को बुक देना और ये वाली मतलब क्यूट बुक लाइक दिस, I don't know, they would feel like, okay, guys, this is so boring. You should give me something more interesting. So I don't know, matlab, I just generally feel that kids today are not as nice as they used to be. I don't know. This is a
Hmm.
very weird theory that I have.
No, I absolutely agree with you. They have so much more exposure than we did. We were
Hmm.
so dumb. We knew
Yeah.
nothing. We were
But that was the
literally,
beauty of it, na? Like you could stay dumb.
yeah,
Matlab,
yeah,
you
yeah,
didn't have.
absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they are being forced to mature before time because of the,
Yeah.
I mean, there are many sides to it, so I don't want to get into
Yes.
it. But
Yeah, it is a nuanced argument, but yeah.
yeah, yeah.
ठीक है. हाँ.
But I also think that kids that are exposed to so many things and they constantly receive so much stimuli online,
Hmm.
do you think the kind of toys that they give in Happy Meal would actually entertain them at all?
हाँ, वो भी flip side है. Like then the toys have to be like extremely advanced. कि हमें तो
Yeah.
मतलब जैसे this train engine doesn't even move, but like it's like a nostalgic memory कि यार मैं बचपन में थॉमस देखता था, मेरे को ये मिला ट्रेन इंजन, आई एम हैप्पी. अब मतलब उनको पूरा एडवांस्ड वो चाहिए होगा, जीआई जो ट्रांसफॉर्मर combined into one Fast and the Furious, I don't know, some franchise. हाँ है तो यार.
Exactly.
हाँ.
Yeah. And also toys have become much cheaper now. So
Yeah.
that way, I feel like they wouldn't be too impressed with this toy.
Yeah. And now there's Hamleys. मतलब आप Hamleys से क्या ही compete कर लोगे? So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I see your point. But I think I personally am gonna go get a Happy Meal for myself tomorrow only, so that I
Yeah,
can
then,
get a
yeah,
gift.
yeah. Then we should see what book you get. तो फिर हम decide कर सकते हैं.
Done, done, done.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let's see. Shikhar is
Okay.
saying he would want a toy.
Shikhar is saying a toy, but divided है. There are a lot of people जैसे add R कह रहे हैं book. Payal Pandey saying book, but my siblings would have wanted a toy, and so do my nephews and nieces. Okay.
Hmm.
Fab Fest कह रहे हैं super chat miss. एक second. Fab Fest. Okay, Fab Fest का question है, you all eat rice with hand or spoon and favorite perfume. Okay. पहले rice वाला करते हैं. How do you eat rice?
Depends if it's biryani or things that need to be mashed well. I prefer using my hands. But if
हाँ.
it's normal like dal rice that doesn't require any special mashing, so I'll use a spoon because I also have long nails, so it can be a little
हाँ.
unhygienic.
Yeah, ये long nails वाला तो like this is a separate rant. I don't understand how people like keep long nails and because then I guess I eat a lot more with my hands, तो मेरे को थोड़ा ऐसा लगता है. But ठीक है. Yeah, I eat rice with my hands at home, and बाहर अगर थोड़ा ऐसे proper setting हुआ तो फिर इससे. Oh, I forgot the word. Fork भूल गया था मैं. But yeah, okay. Second question, favorite perfume. Do you have a favorite perfume?
I do, but I don't want to talk.
Okay, I will say mine, and if it is like as embarrassing or less embarrassing, you don't have to say. ठीक है?
Hmm.
हाँ. Mine is David of Cool Water. मैं बहुत सालों से यूज कर रहा हूँ, काफी अच्छा परफ्यूम.
Oh, okay. I feel like I have quite a few, but the
हम्म.
problem is कि वो मतलब मैंने कुछ बोल दिया तो I don't want them to say, oh ये बहुत महंगा है, she's very this spoiled
No,
वाला.
but why? मतलब है तो है. It's not like कि, see, it can be like you like lasagna, but you're not eating lasagna every day, right?
Yeah.
तो वो भी है.
Okay, wait, let me Google the other one, the embarrassing one. I think that would be more funny.
Spins Dio.
Dude, so Wildstone का एक perfume आता था, which was I think greenish blue or something. They have discontinued it, but I loved that perfume so much. It's still available on Amazon, but I know that they've properly discontinued that. But I love that. It's a men's perfume, and I only use men's perfumes specifically. So
Yeah, apparently, yes, I don't know like if this is true or not. This is a conspiracy theory. Men's perfume like lasts longer smell wise than women's perfume, and I kind of believe in it because like everything in women's fashion is designed to be like more capitalist and like encourage more purchase. So I do see like the sense in this theory. So yeah.
absolutely. And I also think like the reason why I love using men's perfumes is because aren't they designed to attract women? So they would naturally be more appealing to me, right? So why would I like not use men's book?
That is a good argument. सोचना चाहिए इस पर.
Okay, so
Okay. हाँ.
one
Keshav Kumar, one more super chat हमने miss कर
Mhm.
दी थी. What is your opinion on audiobooks versus books?
Yeah, I haven't been able to successfully listen to a single audiobook. So I just don't think that is even a debate for me. It's books for me.
सेम, मतलब मैंने ज्यादा ट्राई नहीं किया बट लाइक मैं कोशिश करता रहता हूँ. देयर इज वन ऑडियो बुक दैट आई लव और मैं बहुत सुनता था बचपन में एंड इट काइंड ऑफ लाइक इंस्पायर्ड मी टू बी अ बेटर पर्सन. सो डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम की जो ऑटोबायोग्राफी विंग्स ऑफ फायर, उसका हिंदी में ऑडियो बुक है. उसका नाम है परवाज एंड गुलजार साहब ने उसको नरेट किया एंड इट हैज लाइक प्रॉपर प्रोडक्शन, लाइक प्रॉपर उसमें गाने हैं, उसमें लाइक बैकग्राउंड स्कोर पूरा उन्होंने साउंड डिजाइन वगैरह किया हुआ है. सो इट्स वेरी नाइस. इट्स अवेलेबल ऑन यूट्यूब फॉर फ्री. तो आप परवाज गुलजार एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम सर्च करो, लिसन टू इट, इट्स वेरी नाइस. So yeah.
But do you think like with audiobooks you can only enjoy them if you've read the book like a physical copy already and then you're going back for a
I don't know, like जैसे मैंने Wings of Fire पहले नहीं पढ़ी थी. I read it after the audiobook. But the thing is like it's active listening for me and visual stimulus नहीं है ना, तो उससे वो थोड़ा लगता है कि यार I can use this time and do something else. But like if I already
you give it the same treatment as a podcast.
No, I have to give it the same treatment as a movie. And that I kind of feel कि थोड़ा ये कि यार इसमें कुछ विजुअल क्यों नहीं है, तो फिर तुम फिल्म में बननी ना. तो वो थोड़ा ये है. पॉडकास्ट जैसे में कुछ अगर मैं बैकग्राउंड नॉइज की तरह भी सुन सकता, दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ इट. तो वो थोड़ा सा सीन है.
I think my whole issue with podcasts and even audiobooks is that I can't focus on them for too long. If I'm reading a book, it needs to be something I'm actively doing.
Right.
You know, there are a lot of people who also, it's like a cute thing that they do where they'll read a book with someone else where they are listening and the other person is reading it out for them.
Haven't
Can't
tried this out.
imagine. Yeah, but
but like what if the other person is like not a good reader? जैसे मेरी आवाज naturally boring है, मैं पढ़ूंगा हाँ तो बाहुबली ने कटप्पा को मार दिया, मैं ऐसे पढ़ूंगा तो आपको थोड़ी ये आएगा. So उसमें थोड़ा वो होना चाहिए ना, मतलब गुलजार साहब जैसा कोई होना चाहिए जो सुनाए, तो फिर थोड़ा है कि हाँ भाई चलो सुनते हैं अच्छे से.
The only books I think I can see myself actually listening to are or like even podcasts are horror podcasts. क्योंकि उसमें वो साउंड इफेक्ट्स वगैरह डालते हैं,
हाँ,
तो उसमें मजा आता है.
लाइक हाँ, सो पॉडकास्ट में सो व्हाट आई फील इज कि अगर कोई भी मीडियम है ना जो वो ऑलरेडी सेंसेस को एंगेज कर रहा है, जैसे ऑडियो मीडियम है तो ऑडियो को वो ऑलरेडी एंगेज कर रहा है, राइट. अगर इफ दे कैन ऑल्सो इन्वोक अ थर्ड सेंस, देन सडनली इट बिकम्स लाइक मच मोर ग्रैंडर. कि मतलब इफ यू कैन ऑल्सो क्रिएट इमेजेस थ्रू योर साउंड, तो मतलब यू आर ऑलरेडी keeping the viewer, the listener more engaged. जैसे there is this podcast called Serial. तो Serial is considered to be the path-breaking podcast which changed like the true crime genre. It was the first true crime podcast. तो उसमें जो पहला केस है उसमें बेसिकली कॉलेज स्टूडेंट, स्कूल स्टूडेंट होता है, हाई स्कूल स्टूडेंट होता है, जिसके ऊपर एक केस, मर्डर का केस लग जाता है एंड उसको वो लोग जेल में डाल देते हैं. एंड जेल के अंदर से वो एक जर्नलिस्ट को कॉल करके बोलता है कि मेरे को फंसाया गया है, आई वुड लाइक यू टू इन्वेस्टिगेट दिस केस. एंड वहां से वो जर्नलिस्ट पूरा कनेक्ट द डॉट्स करके वापस री इन्वेस्टिगेट करती है. एंड एवरी एपिसोड इज लाइक ओके अभी ये हुआ ये हुआ ये हुआ. सो इट इज लाइक 13 रीजंस व्हाई बट इन ऑडियो फॉर्म, बट लाइक एक्चुअली एंगेजिंग कि फक क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है. एंड देन एट द एंड, ये थोड़ा सेमी स्पॉइलर है, मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि ज्यादा ना बताऊं, केस सॉल्व नहीं होता है. दे लीव इट ऑन एन ओपन नोट कि ओके ये हो सकता था, ये भी हो सकता था. एंड दैट पिस्ड मी ऑफ कि यार मतलब पूरा तुमने 8 एपिसोड ये किया. एंड मेरे लिए था कि यार ट्रू क्राइम है, मतलब होना चाहिए एंडिंग उसका कि हाँ ये चोर था, ये पकड़ा गया, जैसे क्राइम पेट्रोल में होता है. इसमें नहीं था. शिट यार ये क्या हो गया. एंड देन सीजन 2 स्टार्ट हुआ, सो आई वाज लाइक ओके दिस विल बी अ कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ द सेम केस, डिफरेंट केस, कुछ और ही केस चालू हो गया. एंड उसमें 3rd या 4th एपिसोड में वो लोग बताते हैं कि ओके रिमेंबर गाइस सीजन 1 में हमने आपको एक केस के बारे में बताया था, हियर्स एन अपडेट ऑन दैट. फिर वो अपडेट आती है एंड देन ओ शिट दिस इज रियल टाइम. तो मतलब सीजन 3 सीजन 4 उसके अलग अलग हैं, बट जो प्रीवियस केसेस में हो रहा है, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली लॉ टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, राइट, तो उसके अपडेट्स आते रहते हैं. सो यू आर स्टिल इन दैट वर्ल्ड. मतलब इट्स जस्ट अ वेरी लाइक क्रेजी है, बट वो अगेन एक्टिव लिसनिंग है, वो मतलब ऐसे बैकग्राउंड नॉइज की तरह नहीं सुन सकते, क्योंकि उसमें यू आर लाइक कीपिंग ट्रैक ऑफ लाइक ओके ये हुआ ये हुआ ये हुआ, तो वो है।
Oh, okay. And is this Hindi or English? Because
नहीं
I
नहीं,
feel like
दिस इज इन इंग्लिश, बट इन हिंदी ऑल्सो देर आर अ लॉट ऑफ न्यू ट्रू क्राइम पॉडकास्ट जो मैंने
hmm.
देखे हैं स्पॉटिफाई पे, तो मैंने सुने नहीं है, बट अगर लाइक आप लोग कोई है चैट में तो
Yeah,
प्लीज
because I
बताइए।
feel like Hindi podcasts, especially true crime or even
या
horror, they hit different.
या
That's what that brings you back to that whole thing of you're
या
sitting around a bonfire and someone's
या
telling you a story.
Yeah. Although my favorite podcast जो which I'm naturally more inclined to are like humor podcast, क्योंकि वो मैं थोड़ा background noise की तरह भी रख सकता हूँ. So जैसे like हम वो spectrum बना रहे थे ना कि like good day पे ये bad day पे ये. So on the extremely terrible day of my life, I will go back to AIB podcast. And ये वो वाले नहीं है जो YouTube पे हैं. ये वो वाले हैं जो साउंड क्लाउड पे हुआ करते थे एक टाइम पे, और फिर उन्होंने डिलीट कर दिए थे आफ्टर द रोस्ट एंड एवरीथिंग हैपेंड, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी डार्क एंड डिस्टर्बिंग बट वेरी फनी ऑल्सो. तो
Yeah.
वो मैं डाउनलोड करके रखे थे, मैं वो सुनता हूँ. बिकॉज लाइक देयर वाज अ पॉइंट वेयर इन 2014-15 मेरे को सारे याद थे. लाइक आई कुड टेल यू पूरा पॉडकास्ट में नरेट कर सकता था, जोक सारे याद थे मुझे, मैं इतना सुनता था. तो आई थिंक लाइक
Yeah.
33% ऑफ माई सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर हैज कम फ्रॉम दोस पॉडकास्ट. तो वो है.
So
So
would
yeah,
you say if someone is wondering how to be funny, they can just go listen?
yeah. Listen to it, learn them, and then just quote. That's क्योंकि सबका वही होता है ना. Anyway, हाँ, coming back to humor podcast. So there is this very ridiculous podcast called Our Last Week. Anubhav Pal and Kunal Roy Kapoor, they host it, and it is the most nonsensical podcast. They take ऐसे current affairs के topics उठाते हैं जो कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है, like the most ridiculous shit, and they will like talk about those things. So there is that, and those are the ones that I listen to. And अगर आप मराठी आपको आती है, like if you can understand, so पुले देश पांडे इनके सब के भी हैं. So it's like stand up but in like audio format. तो those are also very interesting. So that उसमें भाषा कैसे यूज की जा सकती है, if you can appreciate the language humor, then like you are in for a ride. You should definitely listen to those.
Which show is this? Or it's just on
नहीं,
YouTube?
there are,
locally?
हाँ, काफी सारे. पुला देश पांडे, कथा कथन, ऐसे बहुत सारे. तो देर इज दैट गाय, देर इज वपू काड़े, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं. तो उनके मतलब लाइक इट्स स्टैंड अप बट इन लाइक मराठी उनके टाइम का 60s-70s का. सो इट्स लाइक ओके, बॉम्बे की चौल में ऐसे ऐसे लोग रहते हैं, ये एक आंटी है, इनके लाइफ में ऐसा ऐसा होता है, एंड लाइक इट्स हिम प्लेइंग ऑल द कैरेक्टर्स बट लाइक इन स्टैंड अप फॉर्म. तो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो या.
I didn't know there was like a whole stand-up culture in
हाँ, मतलब
Marathi also.
हाँ, it's not stand up, it was, so there used to be shows where he would just come on stage and talk to the audience, and वो पूरा ऐसे मटेरियल लिख के लाते थे. तो it's those but like recorded in audio format. तो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है. My dad introduced me to these, तो like मेरे को काफी अच्छा लगा उस टाइम पे. So,
Nice.
I can't believe like I'm telling you about your own
I
culture.
know.
Culture
Like
explaining.
I know कि मुझे नहीं पता था ये actually ऐसे available है. I thought everything by Pule Deshpande is only in a written format.
नहीं, there is like audio and काफी उन्होंने किया हुआ है काम. तो yeah.
Okay, that's great. So another thing अभी हम बात कर रहे थे तब मुझे याद आया कि one of the things that like has become a weird ritual on good days and bad days, I would say, is just playing Studio Ghibli ka music in the background. It has to be there non-stop. It has to keep playing in the background, and that invokes in me this softness that I don't have.
Yeah.
And it just helps me become like, it just helps me be such a better person even during times of sadness, because I feel like my sadness is kafi destructive, but all of those characters, they experience it in such a soft way. So I think playing that music in the background helps me just also deal with it in a soft way.
Yeah. Recently people are discovering the background music in Shinchan and Doraemon, ये वाले जो shows थे, and उसमें कुछ pieces थे जो बहुत अच्छे थे. जैसे एक ये I used to think ये मेरा personal memory है, but like I kind of realized everyone figured this out कि जब भी वो लोग शाम को घर वापस आते थे ना, like पूरा दिन हो गया, like they've had their adventure and शाम को अब वो घर जा रहे हैं, तो एक वो feeling है ना कि यार एक दिन खत्म हो गया. Like this is like ऐसे वो end credits roll हो रहे हैं, वैसे वाला feeling
I
आता
can
था.
hear it in my head, the
Yeah.
Shinchan wala. It's like a flute or something.
Yeah, flute piano उसका combination mix है, and वो music किसी ने निकाल के डाल दिया. I was like, man, यार ये तो बढ़िया म्यूजिक था. So अभी like people are pulling these things out. तो YouTube पे I'm forgetting the channel name. I will find it and put it in the comments. उस बंदे ने निकाले हैं बहुत सारे एपिसोड से, शिनचैन से, डोरेमोन से. तो like 1 hour loop, 2 hour loop, ये सब आप
मस्त
सुन
यार.
सकते हो. Yeah.
There is this video, there's this story I had uploaded on YouTube, I think 2-3 months ago, जिसमें it was just me and my friend just up to our shenanigans, and तब हमने we were so impressed and we laughed so much of the fact कि I wanted to put this Shin-chan का background music जिसमें वो ऐसे ही कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, they are dilly-dallying, and I wanted to put that, and I remember तब नहीं था कि the music wasn't available, so I had to download it and like edit it onto just for a story. But yeah, I'm glad that now it's picking up, and I'm not saying that they should credit me or anything, but
but like yeah, it is the feeling of going back from school.
Yeah,
कि यार मतलब दोस्तों के साथ सारे मजे कर लिए, and now you have to go back home, and then you're looking forward कि कल क्या होगा, कल क्या होगा. So yeah.
You know what? After the stream ends, I'm gonna play that Shin-chan ka background in the. I think that is a new addition to my ritual.
Yes,
Thank
good,
you.
good ritual.
I also, I think I want to make a vlog with all the Shin-chan background sounds with like जो भी दिन में हो रहा है.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think today was a good like stream. What do you think? I think we spoke about a lot of.
Yeah, काफी productive stream थी ये, and nobody can accuse us of going off topic. हमने बहुत recommendation दिया आज. Yeah, वैसे जीवन से निकाल के दिया.
भर के. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be an episode with a lot of recommendations, because I thought we'll just talk in general about a lot of things, but and I'm very happy to say I've covered, I think, most of the pointers I had put down on this.
क्या रह गया वो कर लेते जल्दी.
Are there any movies that you go back to watch when you're in a funk that helps you get out of?
In a funk? हाँ, ऐसे पूरी लिस्ट है. But देख ठीक है, उसको we will save that for next time, because like उस पे अलग एक stream हो सकती है. I can talk a lot about those movies.
Oh, okay.
तो वो है. थोड़ा तो cliffhanger होना चाहिए ना, है कि नहीं? So
that is true. Yeah. No, it just I was wondering if you noticed what the time was, and that's why I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I noticed the time, and I was like, okay, you know what, next stream.
Yeah. No, but like, if you guys have any questions for us, I think the reason why we weren't ignoring the super chats, हमने देखा था, but in my mind I was like, कि बाद में towards the end we can address them, because they were a little different from what we were talking about, so I didn't want to break the momentum. But if you guys have any final questions or anything. Yeah, Yogesh Yadav's we've missed.
Okay. How do you deal with impulsive buying? Interesting.
Just not having money helps.
Not having money helps, and I am very bad at this. मैं तो खरीद लेता हूँ. Like last year I was so this is a recurring thing in my head कि मेरे को कुछ चीजें ना जो मुझे खरीदनी है जीवन में. Like I want a vinyl record player, I want a VCR, I want a क्या बोलते हैं, Walkman, cassette वाला.
You have a Walkman already.
हाँ, मैं उसी पे आ रहा था. Out of those three, last year there was this meeting that I was in, and बहुत बोर हो रहा था. I was just scrolling on Amazon, and मैंने यार Walkman होगा क्या Amazon पे. मैंने ऐसे गूगल किया, उस पर था कि ओके अवेलेबल है, तो मैंने खरीद लिया, एंड फिर वो आ गया अगले दिन. तो yeah, I'm very bad with impulsive buying. I keep buying all kinds of ridiculous shit which I shouldn't. So
I think I am I overthink everything I want to buy so much that I never end up buying it. So I have the ulta problem where I really want something, but I just never end up buying it because I'll overthink कि इसका point है कि नहीं वगैरह.
That is me with clothes, because I'm very finicky while buying clothes, क्योंकि like है यार अभी वो उसके वो अलग स्ट्रीम में बात करेंगे उसकी why is that, क्योंकि वो थेरेपिस्ट के लिए बहुत अच्छा कंटेंट है. But है because those are the only things. Otherwise I just like impulsively, क्योंकि this is the thing, like I think you should have money but not have enough money that you can random shit. Okay, no, you should have a lot of money, and at the beginning of the month park a lot of that money into like some place where you can't access it, like fixed deposit mein dal do, recurring deposit mein dal do, share mein dal do, and only use like a small part of your money to actually like carry out your day to day. So then I think you can curb your enthusiasm.
That is actually really solid financial advice. I wasn't expecting you to give such a good answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a very great point. But yeah, I think we've mostly spoken to everyone and we've
Yes.
covered a lot of good topics.
Hmm.
And I can see this becoming a ritual, but I don't want to speak too soon.
हाँ, you
But
should not jinx it. Jinx पे भी हम
every
बात करेंगे
single
कभी.
time
हाँ.
I've said something like this, I've failed.
Yeah.
But देखते I don't want to talk too much about when I will be back, but I will be back. And I'm very happy that a lot of people joined today, and I'm very happy Hindal joined today. And we'll try to do more streams together, and we'll try to come back with something and let you guys. But yeah, thank you, Hindal. Do you have any final words?
Yes, you should give the audience a word. Audience क्या बोल रहे हो? You should give our people a word.
Our people.
हाँ, कि which they should comment. If you have watched till here, right? Give a word.
What was the thing you were saying in the start you've picked up from your Punjabi friends?
Sat Sri Akal.
Yeah, right. Sat Sri Akal.
Yes.
And then we'll know that you've actually watched the stream. And the more of those I see in the comments, the more enthusiastic I will be about staying consistent.
Yes.
So, yeah. Good night, guys. Good night, Hindal. Hope you guys have a great week ahead. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.